Roblox that were popular, and I sorted it through each tier. So masterpiece. This is well. Before I even start saying them, essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sorting these through a tier list, and I'm gonna show you my opinions on them. But anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna explain each tiers and what they mean. So masterpiece is the masterpiece tier. Those are the games that I really love and really love playing. A-OK is the tiers that they're pretty good, not so bad, but fine. Good means the games that are pretty good, decent. You know what I mean. Alright is the decent tier. Decent ones. The bad games are the ones that I played, but I didn't really like that much. And the terrible ones are just the ones that just straight up boring. So these are my opinions, and if you have different related opinions, then that's fine. Just don't be toxic about them. Anyways, starting with Lumberjack Tycoon, bad. This game is actually very, very boring. Not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not even gonna say that it's just good. It's like boring. Meep City. It's in the good tier. The game's fine. I just say that it's pretty easy to get bored while playing it if you're not playing with any friends or all your friends are playing a different game. That's all I'm gonna say about Meep City. Dungeon Quest. It's alright. I'm not a person who likes to play a lot of grinding games. Like, I don't even play Beast Swarm Simulator that much. I've recorded it a couple times, but I don't necessarily play it. So Dungeon Quest isn't bad. It's just going in this tier. We're at a pizza place. I used to like this game, but as I said, it's one of those games where unless you have a friend, it's pretty boring to play. And the same thing goes for Mining Simulator. Unless you have a friend, it's boring to play. I have not played this game, so I'm gonna just put it in the alright, because I haven't played that game. Murder Mystery 2. I have played Murder Mystery 2. It's a pretty fun game, actually. It's pretty fun. Even though I don't play Murder Mystery 2 like that. Like, I think the last time I played it was, like, in January of this year. And it's, like, what, May? So, yeah, the last time I played that game was around January. So, this game's pretty fine. It's not too great, but Natural Disaster Survival. It's a pretty good game. It is pretty boring when you have no friends. Like, I feel like that's what the good tier is. It's those games that are fun but are boring without any friends. Pet Simulator, terrible. This game's straight up dead. There's no need to say anything about it. I haven't played this game, so I'm gonna just put in the terrible. Mad City. It's alright. It's not as much. It's not as fun as it used to be. So yeah. Bloxburg. It is a pretty good game, not gonna lie. I really enjoy this game. Even though I haven't recorded any videos of it, it's actually very fun. Theme Park Tycoon 2. Now, I have made a video on this game, but I'm gonna put it in A-OK because the game kind of got a lot boring lately, which is why I haven't been playing it as much. Vehicle Simulator, bad. Most people may hate me for that, but it's actually a very boring game. Death Run, same thing, boring. No Citizens, people are gonna hate me for this, but like, I do not like this game. It is so boring. Adopt Me. It's alright. It's not that great, but it's fine. What's this game? Phantom Forces. Bad. All this game is just filled with tryhards and annoying people. Beast Swarm Simulator. Now, as I said about Dungeon Quest, I'm not a person who's for grinding games, so I'm gonna just put Meep City up there. Prison Life. This game is kind of a mixed bag because this game has a serious hacker problem, and I do remember a lot of times a lot of hackers would be coming into this game and completely ruining it, which would kind of deduct points if it was like late December. But the one thing that I do love about this game is that this game is actually very fun to play. Just seeing people plopping to the ground and just seeing like this funny stuff happening, is just hilarious to me. Like, I've literally made 10 whole videos on my in prison life. And I even uploaded one earlier yesterday because it's 12:12 a.m. But personally speaking, I think there's a lot of flaws that I have with prison life, which I'm gonna go over in a quick sec. Okay, so my first flaw with prison life is the hacker situation. Even then, there's still hackers in the game, and I'm glad that the hacker situation has kind of, died down, but still then, there's still something mixed about the hackers. To the repetitiveness, there's really not much you can do in the game, and I really hope that the developer of Prison Life kind of makes, ads in cash, and, makes it where you can rob stores and stuff like that, because that would be very cool. I'm not saying it needs to be an exact replica of Jailbreak, because, before Jailbreak, this was the game that everybody was playing. Like, this was like Jailbreak's younger, this game was essentially Jailbreak's older brother, but he was less popular. I wouldn't say the car issue because, the car issue's been changed. The developer has fixed the steering, and cars are now drivable for everybody, for each device. So, mobile, PC, tablet, and that's about it. Because Xbox players can't play. Because I know someone who plays on Xbox, but yeah. Prison Life is gonna go in A-OK. It would go in the masterpiece, but seriously, the hacker problem and the repetitiveness of this game kind of makes me want to just end my Prison Life series. But since the game is pretty funny to play, I'm not gonna end it. Counterblocks. I've actually played this game before, and it was actually alright. Whatever floats your boat is bad. Just saying. Royal High, I'm guessing this is what it is. If it is, I don't know. Correct me. It's a pretty decent game, not gonna lie. That's all I'm gonna say. Strucid. Oh, wait, no. Strucid. Seriously, I don't know. It's just very boring. Same with Swordburst, too. Like, unless you're good at the game, it's very boring. Arsenal. Oh, wait, hold on. It was lagging. Arsenal's actually a very fun game, but I'm still, same thing. The game gets very repetitive at a certain point, but I'm glad that at least they do things to make the game less repetitive. And obviously, every Roblox game has a simple concept to them. And like I said, Prison Life is very repetitive, but the thing about Arsenal is that the game at least updates, but not as often and not as frequently. But I mean, Prison Life don't update, I think update once every year or twice every year. Because there's some Roblox games that haven't been updated since 2017. Some haven't even been updated since 2012. Probably even some 2009. So yeah, Arsenal's a pretty fine game. Just because I suck at it, I'm gonna put it in A-OK. That's pretty petty though. Booga Ooga? Is that how you say it? Booga Ooga? I don't know. It was a pretty bad game. It's very annoying to play, and it's not that great. Robloxian High School. If it was Robloxian High School, then it would have been higher, but because it's the normal one, it's not as great. Robloxian High School 2 is better, though. R2D, never played it. Retail Tycoon. A-OK. That's all I gotta say. Tower Battles, bad. It's very boring. Real cool. I have not played this game. Jailbreak. A-OK. I know I didn't put any in the masterpiece tier, but it's just because some of these popular games still have flaws with them. Alright, so now I have a new tier list. But the difference about this one is that this has a lot more popular games of the month of 2020. Obviously, this is a year from now because it's 2021. But anyways, let's just get into it. So we have the games I haven't played. So if any games go in here, these are gonna be ones I have not played at all. So Bizarre Day, have not played. Adopt Me, C tier. And here's my main fault with adopting. One, the whole scamming issue. I know the devs can't do anything about it, but it's still like the scamming issue is too much. And as I said, the devs can't do anything about the scamming issue. Just it is too much. Have not played Arsenal A. Build for Treasure D. Pretty boring. Same with Bacon, but here's another flaw in the game. The hitbox. The hitboxes in Bacon is so broken to the point where you can essentially be anywhere and kill someone. Which is why I really hope that the devs could fix the broken hitboxes that are in this game. Beast Swarm Simulator. A tier. I'm not a person, as I said before in the other tier list, I'm not a person that's all for grinding games you have to spend hours grinding to, but this one's one of those ones where I give that one-time exception. I haven't played. Break-In, S tier, and let me explain why. For a story game, I've never recorded one yet, but I have played Break-In before. But for a story game like this, I've never seen a story game that was that good. Like, you can have a normal story game, has a lot of less effort put into it, but still it's pretty fine. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. But anyways, as I was saying, some games are like those games where, less effort's put into them, but they're still good. But this game does a lot of that stuff. It's like a normal story game, but has a lot more difference into it. Go play Break-In and you'll know what I mean. Bubblegum Simulator, or BGS. Okay, so this is kind of a mixed bag between A and S. But I'm going to put it in A, and I'm going to explain why. So, BGS, over the years, a pretty fun game, honestly. I started playing it back in December of 2018, when I had their first Christmas update. But now, BGS seems very old and repetitive. And honestly, of this game, the game is just dying straight up. Like, a lot of the YouTubers that I watch nowadays, like Killugish or popular YouTubers like Sons of Fun, and I forgot the other YouTuber's name, but some of the YouTubers like those people have straight up moved on from, Bubblegum Simulator. Like, Killugish, he does Friday Night Funkin' content now. I don't know if Sons of Fun has completely left from BGS, and if he has, make sure to tell me. But if he's completely quit BGS, then you can really tell that BGS is pretty much dying at this point. A lot of people are quitting BGS, and if you really go onto the Roblox website and you really look at how much players play BGS to come out to the difference between the average amount of players it got over the years, then you can definitely tell that the game is starting to get very repetitive for most people, and most people don't know what to do in the game anymore. So that's why a lot of people are straight up about to just quit the game, because when you have a game that gets boring, you play a game and it's fun for first, but then later on it gets boring and repetitive, and that's kind of how BGS is now. I have not played Car Crashers 2. Oh wait, I have played this game, and it's gonna go and see. It's a pretty fine game, honestly. I don't say I played it I only played it once, and even then it was still pretty boring, but it was pretty fine. Doom Spire Brick Battle F. This game's like, I understand why it's fun, but honestly, bro, 18 Brick Battle is way much better. Because not only you have jet skis, which can give you a better advantage, bombs also do a lot more too. But I'm just saying that because I probably just suck at Doom Spire Brick Battle. But skilled people love that game. Destruction Simulator. B tier. As I said, it's kind of like BGS. It's a game you really need to sit and grind into, and if you don't, then you're not really gonna get anywhere. Dungeon Quest. See, as I said in the last one, it's a pretty alright game. Epic Minigames. S tier. But anyways, S tier. For a game like this, where you can essentially... oh my gosh. Alright, so as I was saying about epic minigames, a pretty fun game, not gonna lie. A pretty fun game, not gonna lie. It's one of those games where you can keep playing until you get bored at a certain point, but it's one of those games where you can keep playing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing, and it won't get boring at all because you're still there, you're having fun, and there's mini games that generate through in between. So that's why I like epic mini games. Fast and Famous, it's an alright game. That's all I gotta say. Fishing Simulator, never played. Oh well, we're just gonna move to the next one. Hide and Seek Extreme, A tier. A very fun game, but when you get caught, it's kind of boring then. Horrific House. Horrific Housing. Horrific Housing. B tier. There's not much to say about the game, but it's pretty fun. Jailbreak. A tier. Very fun game. There's a lot of much things that you can actually do and like Prison Life, but I still think Prison Life is kind of better. A little bit better. That's all. Cat. Doing? What are
you doing? Are you sniffing poop?
What?